Today we're going to practice 20 useful English sentences that you can use at the airport. This is a shadowing lesson, so I want you to speak with me. First, listen carefully. Then, repeat the sentence out loud. After that, I'll give you a simple explanation and an easy example so you know exactly when to use it. Don't worry if you can't say every sentence perfectly. Just do your best and keep speaking. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Where is the airport? Listen carefully. Where is the airport? Now repeat after me. Where is the airport? Good. You use this sentence when you want to know the location of the airport. For example, if you're in a hotel or at a train station, you can ask, "Excuse me, where is the airport?" Let's say it one more time. Where is the airport? Excellent. Let's continue. 2. How do I get to the airport? Listen. How do I get to the airport? Now repeat. How do I get to the airport? Great job. You use this sentence when you want someone to tell you the way to the airport. Notice the phrase, how do I get to? We use it to ask for directions. For example, how do I get to the airport? Let's say it again. How do I get to the airport? Very good. Where is the check-in counter? Listen. Where is the check-in counter? Now repeat. Where is the check-in counter? Excellent. A check-in counter is the place where you show your passport, check in for your flight and leave your luggage. For example, excuse me, where is the check-in counter? One more time. Where is the check-in counter? Fantastic. 4. I have a reservation. Listen carefully. I have a reservation. Now repeat after me. I have a reservation. Great job. A reservation means you booked something before you arrived. For example, you booked a hotel room online or by phone. For example, hello, I have a reservation. Let's say it one more time. I have a reservation. Excellent. Let's continue. 5. I'd like to check in. Listen, I'd like to check in. Now repeat. I'd like to check in. Very good. You say this when you arrive at your hotel and you're ready to get your room. For example, good afternoon. I'd like to check in. Let's say it again. I'd like to check in. Well done. 6. Here is my passport. Listen. Here is my passport. Now repeat. Here is my passport. Excellent. You use this sentence when someone asks to see your passport, such as the airport or hotel. For example, here is my passport. One more time. Here is my passport. Perfect. 7. Here is my boarding pass. Listen carefully. Here is my boarding pass. Now repeat. Here is my boarding pass. Great. A boarding pass is the ticket you need to get on the airplane. You receive it after you check in. For example, here is my boarding pass. Let's say it once more. Here is my boarding pass. Excellent. 8. Where is my gate? Listen. Where is my gate? Now repeat. Where is my gate? Very nice. A gate is the place where you wait before getting on the airplane. For example, excuse me, where is my gate? Let's practice again. Where is my gate? Keep it up. 9. What time does boarding start? Listen carefully. What time does boarding start? Now repeat. What time does boarding start? Great job. Boarding means getting onto the airplane. You ask this question because you want to know when passengers can enter the plane. For example, excuse me, what time does boarding start? One more time. What time does boarding start? Excellent. 10. Is my flight on time? Listen, is my flight on time? Now repeat, is my flight on time? Well done. On time means not late. If your flight is on time, it will leave at the scheduled time. For example, is my flight on time? Let's say it one more time. Is my flight on time? Fantastic. Ready for the next sentence? 11. Is my flight delayed? Listen carefully. Is my flight delayed? Now repeat after me. Is my flight delayed? Great job. Delayed means something is late. If your flight is delayed, you'll have to wait longer before you leave. For example, excuse me, is my flight delayed? Let's say it one more time. Is my flight delayed? Excellent. What time does my flight leave? Listen. What time does my flight leave? Now repeat. What time does my flight leave? Very good. You use this sentence when you want to know the departure time of your flight. For example, what time does my flight leave? Let's practice it again. What time does my flight leave? Nice work. 13. What time does my flight arrive? Listen carefully. What time does my flight arrive? Now repeat after me. What time does my flight arrive? Excellent. Arrive means to get to a place. For example, if your plane lands at 6 p.m., it arrives at 6 p.m. For example, what time does my flight arrive? Let's say it once more. What time does my flight arrive? Great. 14. Which gate should I go to? Listen. Which gate should I go to? Now repeat. Which gate should I go to? Well done. You use this sentence when you're not sure where your flight is leaving from. Notice the word which. We use which when we're choosing from different options. For example, which gate should I go to? One more time. Which gate should I go to? 15. Can I have a window seat, please? Listen carefully. Can I have a window seat, please? Now repeat after me. Can I have a window seat, please? Very nice. A window seat is the seat next to the window on the airplane. This is a polite way to ask for the seat you want. For example, can I have a window seat, please? Let's say it again. Can I have a window seat, please? Perfect. 16. Can I have an aisle seat, please? Listen. Can I have an aisle seat, please? Now repeat. Can I have an aisle seat, please? Great job. An aisle seat is next to the walkway inside the airplane. It's a good choice if you want to get up easily. For example, can I have an aisle seat, please? One more time. Can I have an aisle seat, please? Excellent. 17. Can I change my seat? Listen carefully. Can I change my seat? Now repeat after me. Can I change my seat? Wonderful. You use this sentence if you'd like to sit somewhere else. For example, can I change my seat? Let's practice it again. Can I change my seat? Great, great work. 18. Can I bring this bag with me? Listen, can I bring this bag with me? Now repeat. Can I bring this bag with me? Excellent. You ask this when you're not sure if your bag is allowed on the airplane. For example, can I bring this bag with me? This bag with me? Let's say it one more time. Can I bring this bag with me? Fantastic. 19. Is this my seat? Listen carefully. Is this my seat? Now repeat after me. Is this my seat? Very good. You can ask this when you're on the airplane and you want to make sure you're sitting in the correct seat. For example, excuse me, is this my seat? Let's say it again. Is this my seat? Excellent. 20. Could you help me with my luggage? Listen, could you help me with my luggage? Now repeat. Could you help me with my luggage? Great job. Luggage means your bags or suitcases. The phrase could you is a very polite way to ask someone for help. For example, could you help me with my luggage? You just practiced 20 useful airport English sentences. Remember, speaking English gets easier every time you practice. So come back to this lesson whenever you want to improve your pronunciation and confidence. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Learn English with Cassie, and share this lesson with a friend who is learning English. Thank you for practicing with me. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!